Hello, friends. Welcome to day 28 of Reconnect, your 30-day yoga challenge. Yoga is a holistic practice that nurtures not just your physical body, but your mind and spirit as well. So when we spend time in our physical practice, opening up the space of the heart, we feel more connected to our spiritual heart. Today, we're going to love ourselves by opening up the heart, the upper back, the hips, and we'll welcome the peace and connection that comes along with that opening. Before we begin today, if you enjoy my classes, please click the subscribe button. Please also consider becoming a Patreon member. The link is below in the video description. Patreon supports me making these videos, and you get access to exclusive content like 1-hour classes and live stream events and book club. It's a wonderful community. If you're a member already, thank you so much. And if you're not, I welcome you to check it out. For class today, we're going to be mostly on the ground, melting in some really relaxing poses. I highly recommend 2 blocks and a folded blanket. And if you don't have blocks, I'll give you some modifications that you can work around. Blanket, you can find a blanket somewhere, right? Okay. All right, let's put these off to the side. And to begin, come to your back. All the way down to your back. Take your knees wide. Bring the soles of your feet together. And draw your heels up towards your sit bones, just enough so you feel a nice, easy stretch through the insides of the thighs. And then close your eyes and take your arms wide, like you're giving the sky and the sun and the stars a great big hug. You're welcoming the wisdom and wonder of it all into your heart. Come into an easy, relaxed breath in and out through your nose. With every exhale, allow yourself to relax. Let go of anything that feels heavy, any worries, any distractions. Bring your awareness to this breath, this moment. Relax into it. Bring an awareness to the crown of your head. And feel softness and ease melting from the crown of your head across your scalp. Relax into your forehead and your brow. Relax your eyes and your cheeks. Relax your tongue and your jaw. And from your chin across your neck and your shoulders, feel softness, ease, melting, tension, stress leaving the body with your breath. Bring an awareness to the space around your heart. And feel a soft, warm amber glow. Growing, expanding from the heart through the chest, and from the chest out through the arms and the fingertips, up through the forehead to the point between your brow. Imagine this warm, soft light glowing and then shining outward. let's offer ourselves a few affirmations of loving kindness, self-love. I'll say these words out loud, and you repeat them silently to yourself. Here we go. Today, I open my heart to feel more gratitude, more joy, more compassion, more courage, more kindness, more grace and beauty, and more love for myself, for all my brothers and sisters, and for all beings everywhere. Let's take a few more moments, eyes closed, heart open, and welcome these words into your heart. And blink your eyes open. Lift your feet up and grab your ankles and just allow the knees to open up nice and wide. Allow your shoulders and your low back to come down to the mat. And you're not using your muscles to pull on anything here. Just relax, a nice easy grip on your ankles. And breathe. And close your eyes, breathe into the low back. And breathe into the hips. Feel any tightness and tension slowly melting away from the low back and the hips, dissolving into your breath. Blink your eyes slowly open. Keep your right leg just where it is, right hand on the ankle. And with the left hand, grab the outside of that left foot and lift the left foot up until you come into like a half happy baby. The left shin and left arm are parallel here. And the arm, that left arm, is inside the knee. Close your eyes. Breathe into the space of the left hip. Allow both shoulders and the low back, both hips, to rest on the mat. And you're not pulling with your arms here, you're just maintaining a nice, easy grip, allowing gravity and breath to do all the work here. Breathe and relax. And see if you can loosen your grip on with both hands to the bare minimum. Relax your face, your jaw, your shoulders. And blink your eyes open and let's switch it up. So bring that left foot back down toward the sit bones, grab the left ankle, and grab the outside of the right foot. Lift that foot into a half happy baby. Shin and arm are parallel on the right side, arm inside the right knee, and close your eyes. Notice if you're tensing or tightening anything here. Relax your jaw, your face. Relax the grip on both hands to the bare minimum. and breathe. Big, full, deep breaths. Allowing tension, tightness, and stress to dissolve into each exhale. Exhale, release both feet. Extend your legs long on the mat. Reach your hands overhead. Draw a great big breath. Open mouth, exhale. Let your whole body relax and melt. Come back to arms wide. Hug the sky, hug the sun, and just lay here for a few breaths. And blink your eyes open. Draw both knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice sweet hug here. A little rock side to side. And then roll to the right side. And push yourself up to a seat. And as you do, sweep your legs around behind you. Coming into tabletop for a second, take your knees wide, big toe mounds to touch, and then sink your hips back into child's pose. Reach through your fingertips, allow your forehead to come rest on the mat. Come back to a breath that feels cleansing. Maybe a little rock side to side here, allowing your forehead to roll back and forth. Or stay still if that feels more sweet to you. Just breathe in space, blue sky. Feel the peace and foundation of the earth, welcoming you to relax, to feel safe, grounded. And come to stillness. Blink your eyes open. Walk your hands back and sit back to your heels. We're going to move into a really wonderful heart opener, upper back stretch, shoulder stretch. We're going to use the blocks. If you don't have blocks, do everything that I'm doing, but just place your elbows on the ground on a blanket, okay? All right. Grab your blocks and put them at the lowest setting so that they're nice and stable, shoulder distant apart. And then take your folded blanket and make sure it's folded enough so you have a little bit of cushion for your elbows here. Place it over the blocks and then make a little trough in the middle here. Okay, now we're going to come into tabletop and position your hips so that your knees are stacked underneath the hips here. From there, bring your elbows down to the blocks. And as you exhale, we're going to bring the palms together in prayer. As you exhale, keeping the hips roughly stacked over the knees. It's okay if they sink back a little bit. Exhale, let the upper body and the heart melt down toward the mat. And bring the palms behind your head in prayer. With each exhale, just let the heart melt down toward the mat. It's such a great stretch for the upper back, the shoulders, and we also get into the back of the ribs, the side of the ribs here, and the triceps. Just breathe into all those places and allow yourself to relax. Inhale, blink your eyes open, push into your elbows, lift your head. And let's slowly and carefully come back to tabletop. Wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. And start to sway from side to side here and make some little S shapes in the spine. Letting your head and the whole spine and hips rock from side to side. Keep this little S wiggle going as you sink weight back into the heels, hips to the heels. And then inhale, you come forward with that S wiggle, weight into the wrists. Let's do that one more time. Wiggle your way back, hips to heels, and then wiggle your way slowly forward. All right. Curl your toes under. Sit back to your heels. Lift your head and heart. Big breath. Reach up to the sky. Open mouth. Exhale. Bend the elbows. Push your heart to the sky. Blink your eyes open. Come forward. Untuck your toes. Sit back to your heels for just a moment. We're going to come into a really great hip opener now called frog pose. And for frog, we're going to need some extra cushion. So I'm going to grab a pillow here. You can go ahead and grab an extra cushion or pillow and place that in front of the long side of your mat. Your blanket is going to give a little support and cushion for your ankles. So place that behind on the other side of the long side of your mat. Blocks off to the side. And now fold your mat in half long ways. That's going to give it a little extra support for the knees here. Bring the knees on top of the mat. You're going to separate your knees just enough, right? So that you feel a nice stretch inside the thighs. Not too much, because we're going to be here for a while, but just enough until you feel a little bit of a stretch. Now, move your upper body forward until your hips are in line with the knees, and then separate your heels until you get a nice 90-degree bend between the thigh bone and the shin bone. If the heels are together here, it becomes more like child's pose, which is great, but it doesn't give you the deep stretch in the hips. So separate those heels until you get that 90-degree bend. Hips stay in line with the knees here. And then come on down to the elbows. And just breathe into that and see how that feels. If this is too much already, bring the knees closer together. If you want a little more, let the knees slide apart a little more. And then with each exhale, allow yourself to relax. Use your pillow, place it underneath your chest, and reach your hands forward. Take several breaths here to allow yourself to come down and relax. Notice if the hips are coming forward of the knees, bring them back a little bit. Make sure they're in line with the knees. And notice that the heels are separated to give you that 90-degree bend between the thigh bone and the shin bone. Once you got all that working, close your eyes and breathe and allow yourself to just melt into this. Now, if you find things are opening up for you, you can let the knees slide a little bit further apart or sink your hips a little bit further back toward the heels. That will increase the intensity. Or bring the knees a little closer together to decrease the intensity. Continue to breathe and relax. Breathe into the hips. Relax the muscles of your face, your neck, your shoulders. Soften. Relax. As you inhale, blink your eyes open. And to come out of this, be very careful. Move your upper body forward gently and slowly as you begin to straighten the legs behind you. Once the legs are straightened behind you, you can sit your hips back to your heels. We'll come into child's pose here for a couple breaths. And then sit back to your heels. Unfold your mat and come all the way to your back. Once you make your way to your back, hug your knees into your chest. Close your eyes and let's rock a little side to side here. And give yourself an honest hug. Love yourself fully, completely. For the next few breaths, offer all the love, attention, compassion in your heart to your whole body and to all the parts of yourself that need it most right now. And come to stillness. Keep hugging yourself. Take a great big breath in through your nose. And hold your breath at the top for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Release your hands. Extend your legs long. We'll find Savasana together. I'll take you through a guided relaxation for the first part of Savasana. And then I'll let you drift off after that. And so let's just begin by bringing a gentle awareness to your breath. And feel the weight of your body melting down into the mat. And bring ease and relaxation into the palms of your hands, the soles of your feet. Relax into your palms, the soles of your feet. Next, relax your eyes and your ears, across the cheeks. Relax your eyes and ears. And then relax your tongue and your jaw. And relax into your hips all the way down to the tailbone. Relax. And now all together, relax the palms of your hands, the soles of your feet. Relax your eyes and ears across your cheeks. Relax your tongue and jaw, your hips down to the tailbone. Relax. Bring a little movement into your fingers and your toes. And start to move your wrists and ankles. Inhale, reach your hands overhead. Big stretch from fingertips to toes. Exhale, knees into chest. And roll to your right side. And push yourself up to a seat. The top of your mat. Bring your palms together at your hearts and close your eyes. We raise our thumb knuckles to the point between our brow and we bow to one another in light and love. Namaste. Thank you for sharing that practice with me. My heart feels open and connected to all of you, and I'm just so grateful for each and every one of you. Journal time. Go ahead and grab your journals. Your journal questions for today are, what do I struggle most with to love about myself? And then, what would it mean to open your heart and begin to love that part of yourself? Now, I'm not talking about loving behaviors or actions that cause suffering to yourself or others. I'm talking about loving that part of yourself that is hurting and struggling with something. What would that mean to you? Okay? Write on that for a little bit and see what opens for you. Love you lots. I'll see you tomorrow for day 29.